I found some new AIP compliant products at Walmart. Let's talk about it. Hey health heroes, welcome back to Adamimmune, the channel all about helping you improve your autoimmune health naturally. I've got another grocery haul, yeah, and I spent a bunch this time. And not all these items are going to be high-end either. I got just regular classic iceberg salad. It's got lettuce, carrots, and red cabbage in it. This is just... I wanted to make a salad with, I wanted to make this like ginger orange dressing that you'd get at like a Japanese steakhouse. I picked up some mushrooms. I do recommend these as a reintro though. I got a 3-pack of garlic. This is like $1.50, which is really expensive for just 3 bulbs of garlic, but whatever. You have to have this when you're making, I'm gonna make my other orange sauce too, so you have to have garlic for that, otherwise it's no good. And for that sauce I need 1 lime, 33 cents. I did it. I bought some more grass-fed beef. I had to buy it. I know it's 93%. That's all the Walmart carries right now where I'm at. Even though it's $6.50 instead of the 85% for $5.63 or whatever. Unbelievable. But what are you gonna do, right? The last grocery haul, I had this sitting in the background like over here, I don't know, somewhere, and nobody pointed it out. I didn't even mention it. That's why the grocery haul was so expensive last time. This is like $11.50, organic extra virgin olive oil. This is my go-to for any oil, salad dressing, base, frying anything. This is just easy. It is, I think it's the cheapest oil you can buy. AIP anyway. Okay, this is where it gets good. I just found this. This is so cool. I've been wanting to try this for a long time. I've heard a lot about it. This is MCT oil. I'm sure a lot of you know what this is already. Fats are kind of a slow burning thing. They don't give us direct energy, right? Because, you know, those of us, this is for people in ketosis, doing a regular keto diet, kind of like me. I'm very basic. I just do 50 grams a day, so I'm just kind of on the edge. MCT oil is cool because it's an instant acting energy source. So this is a fat that we can utilize almost immediately. So, you know, unlike coconut oil or something that would not give you that extra boost of energy. So if you're in keto and you want an extra boost, you know, it's hard because it's harder to exercise when you're full-blown extreme keto. So that's why a lot of people use this. This was in the coffee section. The coffee section behind a pole, a big metal pole. Nobody could have even seen it. No wonder no one's buying it. But anyway, this was expensive, so that could have been another issue. This was like, I don't know, $11.33 or something. Some people say this is good for like a coffee creamer. I don't know. Is it creamy? I don't know. What else can I use this? You know, instead of just taking a tablespoon, is there something I could do? I guess I could put this in a smoothie or a tea? I guess I've never really shared this. I am very, very sensitive to any caffeine. I cannot have any caffeine at all. So, you know, when I was in high school, I figured that out because I would drink just a cup of green tea and like an hour later I would throw up. So if I wanted to stay home from school or if I wanted to get sick and go home, yeah. This is organic Great Valley tea. I'm not saying I get tired of drinking only water and coconut milk occasionally. I make my own from coconut cream or whatever. But this is just something to have something new, and honestly, this is what got me. It says throat soother. Don't even worry about that. There was an immunity one, and I looked at it, but I just like, I wasn't really excited about the flavors or whatever. This had licorice root and marshmallow root, and I've been wanting to try marshmallow root for a very long time. I'm curious if it tastes like marshmallows at all. I kind of doubt it. This is just made from organic licorice root dry extract, organic marshmallow root, and a proprietary blend of fennel fruit, cinnamon bark, ginger rhizome. All this is organic, by the way. Organic sweet orange peel and organic peppermint leaf. Honestly, I just want the flavor on that one. I'm really curious. This one's called Sleep One. For sleep support, and honestly I do have trouble sleeping sometimes. That's why I bought those. I don't know, if you follow me on Instagram you'll see that I bought those light blocking glasses from True Dark. I bought the Twilight set, the ones that don't look as crazy, and then the sport ones that wrap around your head. I'm gonna do a review on those soon. I also bought a few more. Yeah, I bought some things lately. Oh god. Anyway, I wanted to really test them out thoroughly, and then I bought the most expensive ones on the market, and then I bought the cheapest ones. So I'm going to make a review on that soon. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. That one is going to be good, and I don't even know how it's going to turn out yet. I'm still testing it all. Organic chamomile flower, organic passion flower herb, valerian root, spearmint leaf, lemongrass leaf, lemon balm leaf, all organic. I'm intrigued. Obviously zero caffeine in both of these because I naturally caffeine free. Thank you. These aren't like a replacer for coffee or actual teas, I don't think. If you're needing a little pick-me-up, this is not going to be it. This is just going to kind of, I don't know, I'm looking for that calming effect. I mean, I do not like hippie stuff, you know. I kind of go on about this. I don't like, you know, I live a fine line between wanting to live completely all natural in an unnatural world and then not being a hippie. I guess I just don't like labels, I guess. This is going to be great. Anyway, I'm excited. If you've tried these are just from Great Value. This is Walmart brand. Let me know in the comments which one you like. There's a bunch of other flavors, but I was sitting there in Walmart like looking through all of the ingredients like a weirdo, looking at my phone like, what the heck is Echinacea prepare, whatever. Anyway, it turns out it's just daisy. Anyway, they use all these fancy terms to make people think everything's, you know, some sort of expensive leaf you only find in, you know, the other side of the planet or whatever. Anyway, I'm not falling for it. I'll Google it, dude. So, yeah. Hope it goes well.
1 week later.
It is now 1 week later. So I had to tell you this. This is something really, really important I think you should hear, okay? So first of all, I was really excited to try these throat soothers, mainly for the marshmallow. I wanted it to taste like marshmallow. It did not. It tasted just like licorice, which I'm not really a fan of, but I mix it with a little, hot water and a little bit of coconut cream. It's really delicious after that. I put a touch of salt in it too. Really good, so I'm going to try teas from now on, you know, caffeine-free teas. But the problem with this is, there's a lot of problems. Let me start at the beginning, okay? I tried this, and a few hours later I noticed that, and I'm not a doctor, but my kidneys started to hurt on my side, on my back, so I'm pretty sure it was my kidneys. Anyway, it was not something that I wanted to ever happen again, so although I had to be sure. I also wasn't feeling very good. I had other issues, sleeping mainly. I tried it the next day and I had the same problems. They just did not agree with me. Whatever is in this, I guess it's just not for me. It does say be careful if you have an impaired kidney or liver function, or if you are allergic to plants in the parsley family, such as fennel or coriander. I don't think I'm allergic to them, but I maybe have some sort of intolerance or issue to that. I don't know. So if you do, just be careful, okay? So yeah, I did have an issue with this. I tried it a few times and the same thing happened every day. I tried it last night and I gotta tell you, that was the worst night I've had in a while. I was up half the night, couldn't sleep. I had a little bit difficulty breathing, almost like I'd breathed in a lot of dust. And also, I felt like I was on fire. Like I had to take the blankets off me, and for some reason it just completely took away my ability to regulate my own temperature or something. I don't know. It could be, I guess I did read a while back, I think licorice root is one of those hormone disruptors, so it could have something to do with that. Again, I don't know for certain, and maybe you'll be able to tolerate this just fine. Also, I got a package in the mail. Sweet Potato Awesome sent me some products, so I'm going to review these. Probably in the next video. I got something in the mail from the Healthy, Fat, and Fit family blog over there, so they're actually close friends of mine, so I'm just going to see what they sent me. There's a card in that. I'll read that later. Oh man, she sent me some cookies. On her blog she made some AIP Christmas cookies, and I was like, oh man, I gotta try those. She actually sent them in the mail, so that's really cool. Oh man, I'm just gonna try them, I guess. It's turning into a food review. Jordan, they're really beautiful, by the way, thank you. Look at that, guys. You guys gotta check out her blog, Healthy, Fat, and Fit. I will leave the link in the description, but yeah. That is crazy good. I don't know how you did it, Jordan. They're chewy. I know I read the blog. I think it said there's arrowroot in it. I really need to branch out and try different flours. That is good. On her blog, she made it. I think she makes spinach, like green powder, in with the maybe coconut butter to make like an icing. So it's like a Grinch on them. Is really cool. Anyway, go check it out. Oh man, That made my day. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. I tried the MCT oil. That didn't go well either. Apparently, how do I explain this without embarrassing myself? You gotta go easy on it. It's one of those things, and honestly, I don't like recommending, and I'm not recommending any of these products exactly yet until I try them out, because MCT oil isn't exactly natural. It's not like you can get that in nature, right? Because it is a man-made food. I guess you could say food. It's kind of a supplement, which I don't really care for. It's just basically coconut oil, but it's completely liquid, and they take the lauric acid out. So if you're expecting any of those benefits from that, those are completely gone. I guess it's just kind of runoff. You know, all those cosmetic industries, they use lauric acid, they get coconut oil, and they take out everything else that they don't need, you know, because they need it to stay stiff or strong, right? You know, for as powder or cream. So this is kind of the leftovers. So a lot of companies get this cheap and they've turned it into MCT oils. I would recommend coconut oil first because it's natural. It's more natural, right? And it's got all of the acids in there. It's got all of the benefits. It's got the lauric acid in, which is in its, that's the highest source of lauric acid in nature. So, you know, if you want to get those benefits, just stick to all natural as close as you can. That's the best we can do. I know it's hard to get as many calories as we need, and it's hard to, you know, eat well and still have some good flavors and, you know, eating completely whole. So I do eat a few processed foods, but I try to keep it as simple as humanly possible, and definitely as cheap. Cheap is important. So yeah, I'll do a more in-depth thing on that eventually, but let me just say, I overdid it a little bit. This morning I thought, hey, I'll put a little MCT oil in my water, or I guess I drank it by itself. Usually I put it in water. And I haven't had that issue before because I think I used like 2 or 3. I didn't measure it out. It might have been 3 tablespoons, and that I guess was way too much for me. So I had some immediate stomach cramps, really bad. My stomach was just kind of churning for about 5 hours, honestly. And then I was in the bathroom a couple times, honestly, and then I looked it up. Hey, is this normal? I went to the Keto blogs, or the Keto, maybe it was a Reddit. Anyway, they were talking about how, yeah, that's normal, the Keto explosion. So if you overdo it, you know, that can happen. And also, some people just aren't going to be able to tolerate it at all. Just be careful, just something to keep in mind if you're trying to stay keto or get some, you know, ketones going. I'm going to do a whole episode on ketones, and I keep having this question come up about, Adam, are you really in ketosis? Because I see you eat sweet potatoes every day. I'm going to go into depth on that because I get that question constantly. You know, keto is kind of this complicated thing. Yeah, I'm just going to make my own video about it. I'm sorry that I showed you these products and then I show you the issues with them, but I just want to be honest about everything and how my body reacts to these things. And it just goes to show you that anything can trigger you. Anything can cause a reaction. It might not always be a flare. With these items, say with regular triggers like nightshades or dairy or gluten, things like that, I would have immediate reaction, like a flare. I would have my main skin disease would flare up. But I didn't have any of that with these. Sometimes it's just going to be gastrointestinal distress. It's going to be something light, maybe arthritis. Sometimes I will have pain in my sciatic nerve going down my leg with certain smells or too much of certain foods. But again, you're just going to have to figure out what triggers you, how much of something, and it's not always going to be foods. We live in an unnatural world, and I think all we can try to do is live a little closer to nature. That's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share the video, subscribe if you haven't before. You can check out my Patreon if you want to help support me and the channel. It's for a good cause. You can help feed a hungry Adam, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.